Rosie, good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
So one of our friends asked us to do a food tour of Cabo. Cabo's known for super bougie, fancy dining. There's all the big hotels here have super nice restaurants in them. So there's the Four Seasons restaurant and the Hilton's restaurant and blah, blah, blah. And there's famous chefs and whatever. But those restaurants are one, super expensive, two, very bad for kids.
So instead, we have found our favorite spots, driving around and stopping at whatever looks good and kid-friendly.
So we're gonna go to a donut place for a pre-breakfast, go to a traditional Mexican place for breakfast, go to this really unique taco place that we found for lunch, then we're gonna get sushi for dinner, and then we're gonna get a second dinner at a really popular local late night spot here.
But first, we are going to the mechanic shop because I left the kids' shoes in the car.
So it'll be a packed day of eating, packed day of fun. We'll bring the kids along on everything so you can see what it's like being out with a family in Cabo. All right, let's get started.
Today, which is nice because I can tell it's going to be super hot out today. I really would love a strong coffee right now. Also, I could really go for a donut because those never hurt to jumpstart your weekend.
All right, so we got our car back. We're now mobile, which is sweet. We thought we were gonna have to Uber around for this whole tour, but now we have a car. So we're going downtown to hit our first spot. We're gonna go to Local Donut, get a donut and coffee, and then quickly run to the breakfast place. It's already getting a little late. It's almost 9.
Local Donut right behind me is the spot to go if you want fresh, fluffy donuts and a good coffee in Cabo. This is our recommendation. It's maple bacon donut.
We come here because although donuts are this style of donut is totally not a Mexican thing, we found this place and we've always loved donuts and coffee wherever we are in the world. And this place is it's run by an American girl from, I believe, Seattle or Portland. And it's just a little taste of classical coffee shop feel here in Mexico.
This is the only place I feel like you can get an espresso that's really good.
All right, so now we're back downtown to go find. We're gonna make an unscheduled stop, and we saw a guy on the sidewalk with a big cooler selling something.
We want to see what it was.
We found the guy. Super noisy here, so it made it kind of hard to hear me, but found this guy over here.
Here we go.
Where'd he go? The guy was literally here a second ago. I went back to get money and he disappeared. So we just packed up. It's a breakfast thing, it looks like.
Oh my gosh, this smells like red hot candies.
So we walked over there and Junie was trying to film me, and I went over and I saw the cooler, and then I realized I forgot my money, so I came back to the car to get my cash and went back there and it was gone. I was like, what the heck? This guy left. But then I looked around the corner and he was loading it into his truck, which it turns out he was loading up because it wasn't a drink. It was a it's a breakfast food. So avena is like, it's oats, but it's like super thin. You can sort of drink it. So it's like hot milk.
It's milky.
It's like hot milk mixed with oats and sugar and lots of cinnamon. All right, we're here.
We made it.
So this place is called Burritos El Miguelon.
Yes.
This is like a classic little outdoor restaurant. You got 1, 2, 3, maybe 4, plus 5, the one that we're sitting at. Tables, little kitchen over there. You can see the menu is like super simple. There's burritos, which are 28 pesos, quesadillas are 33 pesos, and desayunos, which means breakfasts, are 95 pesos. So we got huevos con chorizo, which is eggs with chorizo, and then it comes with beans, some farmer's cheese, which is like a fresh unfermented cheese, avocado, tomato, and then
Salsa.
The best part is the salsas.
This one has a strong jalapeno taste. This one is very spicy. If you ever see salsa that is this color, it's like bright, almost glowing red, it's gonna be really spicy. So I don't touch this salsa.
Yeah, this is like eating paint thinner.
These are really hot, girl. All right, for mine, I always start with beans, some avocado, tomatoes. You definitely want to slice this farmer's cheese, wrap it up. I'm gonna go with this salsa. It varies day to day how spicy it is, depending on how strong the jalapenos are.
Go with the nuclear option. It doesn't even smell like pepper, it just smells like chemicals. That's how hot it is. Let's try this salsa. You want to taste it? No? That was a bad idea. That was a very bad idea. Awful idea. I was already sweating, but now I'm sweating more. But it's interesting. Like, I think this is habanero and this is jalapeno. The jalapeno spice is like, I actually think it lasts longer.
Yeah, it does.
But it has a lot of flavor. Like it's like a very flavorful salsa. Whereas this salsa is just like a kick of like
immediate spice
everywhere. But then it like goes away pretty quickly, and it's not like a ton of flavor. All right, so the waiter just came over. There's no bill. They just come over and tell you your total. Our total was 145. There's 95 for the breakfast, 35 for the juice, and 15 for the water.
We're going home
because of our 3 breakfasts.
Yes.
We had donuts, oats, and then that whole breakfast we just had.
Lunch, I'm so excited for. It's our favorite place in all of Cabo.
But it's in none of the guidebooks.
We mainly love it because they have this incredible pineapple habanero salsa.
I mean, there's taco places are a dime a dozen.
We've had a hard time finding super fresh tacos. Like the meat that is cooked as soon as you order. It's not just in a cooler waiting to be served. So this place, when we found it, we were like, okay, these are the tacos we've been looking for.
All right, we're heading out for
lunch. Tacos abajo. Off to lunch we go. Okay, so we just pulled up and the whole place is boarded up. So thankfully, they are not like closed forever. Even though it looks like it by how their building's boarded up, they just do a good job of closing literally everything up to where it looks like the shop is boarded up and closed.
We'll just switch around. We'll go do sushi for lunch. We were gonna do sushi for dinner, so instead we'll go hit sushi for lunch and then we'll come here for dinner.
Wait till 5.
Wait, what did you say?
I told you it was gonna be.
You did when we were at home.
That's so funny.
What's
wait,
funny is when we were at home, Juniper told us, she was like, because we drove,
Junie, let's get in the car. Junie, let's get in the car. And she was like, no, Dad, the taco place is closed.
Because we drove by it. We drove by it this morning, and she must have seen it and saw that it was closed. And so we were getting loaded up to go. And she's like, guys, the taco place is closed. And we're like, no, Junie, it's open. Like, it was closed because it was breakfast time. But she was right. It was closed.
All right, so we're going to the sushi place now. The funny thing about this place is it's probably 7 to 10 minutes outside of town. And it's actually in the food court of the Walmart here, which you're like, okay, wow, you're going to get like mall food court sushi, amazing.
But this is the best
sushi in town is in this like small restaurant behind Walmart. So here's the deal on sushi in Mexico. You'd think like, what the heck, you're eating sushi in Mexico, like that doesn't seem like a thing, right? But because there's ocean on both sides of the peninsula here, there's like this huge abundance of fresh fish.
So you can get sushi not only at a bunch of places. There's a lot of gas station sushi stops, and then there's also a couple of really nice sushi places downtown. But this place is by far the best price and the best sushi.
Yeah, like there's a bunch of like really like bougie, fancy, touristy sushi restaurants downtown that are like in the hotel lobbies or like in the marina, but they're like super expensive. This place is like really super legit, delicious,
and super good prices.
Rosie, are you so sweaty? Rosie's so hot.
Are you tired too?
Oh my goodness, it gets hot back here. Holy cow.
Yeah.
Let's go. Of course, I'll hold you.
What are you gonna eat?
Sushi.
Oh.
Made us super happy right when we walked in here. They opened the door, and the first person that walked up said, "Hola, Rosie." Entonces piensas que podemos filmar un poquito? All right, so we just asked if we can go back and just film a little bit where they're making the sushi, and he said, "Yeah, totally cool." I told him we're doing a tour of the best food around here, and they're pretty excited.
For the girls, it's a bowl of fried rice with vegetables, eggs, and chicken.
I can say lots of Spanish. And you can know some Spanish.
Yeah, Mom knows a little bit, but who knows the most?
Me.
No, who knows the most Spanish? Who can talk the most?
No, me.
You can talk the most Spanish? No. So we got this plate of sashimi, which is tuna with serrano chilies and ponzu sauce. And then this is a Playboy roll, which is one of the absolute best rolls here. This roll, this is a magnificent roll, which is gonna be the reason this meal is super expensive. One of the first times we came here, we were like, hey, what do you recommend here? And they said, oh, we'll bring you something special. So it's got crab on the inside, it's crab and shrimp on the inside, as well as some vegetables. And then on top, it's topped with tuna, as well as another, this sort of crab mix on top. And then the crispy stuff on the top is octopus bacon. So it's fried little pieces of octopus. I'm gonna give this sashimi a try. This is like classic Mexican fusion sushi. So it's raw tuna with ponzu sauce, right, very Asian, and then serrano chilies on top, which is very Mexican.
The sushi is officially gone. Okay, so we just locked up and we are heading out to get dinner at Tacos Abajo because this time they will be open. Rosie is our driver for the evening.
Straight, there we go, good job. All right, so we're gonna go up here, take a left. Hey, you gotta look where you're driving.
This is a jamaica. This is water that pretty sure they boil it with hibiscus leaves, but it's served cold, icy cold. It's really good, but this one is a little bit sour. So it's like a sour, floral, super cold drink. It's delicious. And we also always get a grande horchata. It's really big. It's literally as big as the girls got, we get them both asada tacos. These are all of our delicious sauces. This is the pineapple habanero that we rave about. This is a classic pico de gallo. This is like it's almost like a pico in the style, but it's peppers, charred pineapple, and onions, and it is super spicy. This one is more of a fresh salsa that is very spicy, and this verde is the most mild of all of them.
So this is the taki queso that we've been raving about. You can see it's wrapped in 2 handmade tortillas, and then I'm gonna try to split it open so you can see what it looks like on the inside. So the inside is all the meat. If you split it open, you can see it's like a taco within a taco, or like a burrito within a taco. We just finished up at the taco place. Now we're gonna go for our second dinner to this place called Delegacion.
Then that'll probably be a wrap.
No sé qué tú ves en mí, mi amor. Ya no dejes de mirarme, que ya me gusta quién soy. Contigo me siento en control.
Alright, so we're sitting outside here at this little plastic table. We're like literally just on a little street corner. And they got the hamburger cart right here. They got a little ice cream, some ice cream coolers behind us, as well as to the left there's a few drink coolers.
Here it comes.
Let's check it out. So it's got so it's a hot dog with tomatoes, carne asada, which is like steak, onions, bacon, crema, which is just like thin sour cream, ketchup, and guacamole.
The very last guy that we're saying bye to, he's the owner of that hot dog stand. And he actually used to live in New York City for, how long did you say he lived in New York for?
8 years, and then in California for 8 years. 16
Yeah,
years.
so he lived 8 years in New York City and 8 years in California working as a cook at a country club. And now he has a hot dog stand that is the best hot dogs in Cabo, and you need to check it out. He said to put his information up so you guys can find it. For that is all for now. So say goodnight, guys.
All right, guys, everybody say goodnight. Say goodnight.
Good night.
Just kidding. We're getting churros. And that is where we're going.
Pero estas calles eran de tierra. Antes era bonito.
Gracias. Sit. Is it good? How good?
So dang good.
Mercer always ends up talking to whoever will talk to him for a long time. This is probably why his Spanish has gotten so good since we moved here. When we moved here, Mercer spoke very little Spanish. He took one class in college, and now the tour guy was just telling him like, oh wow, how long have you spoken Spanish? Where it was like 2 months. And he was like, wow, that's insane. That's awesome. But he is not afraid to practice, and he practices a ton. There's more food being served down the street. To me, this just goes to show that if you actually walk behind the Hard Rock cafes of wherever you're staying, you will probably find what everyday people who are from there eat, and it's probably gonna taste way better than whatever cheeseburger, chicken nugget stuff you're finding at the resorts. Adios! There's a ton of places we gotta try. You gotta ask them what this is. Okay, change of plans. There's so many people selling interesting stuff, so I feel like we have to stay out and try a couple more things.
¿Qué tienes aquí?
Tamales. Looks so good. So good.
All right, so quick update. It is 9 o'clock and we have not gotten anywhere close to the end of this street full of food. We're gonna keep going and hitting as many places as we can until the girls just, you know, fall apart. I found another spot. We found like a whole family. There's like a whole family that's selling like all kinds of baked goods. Pastry cream inside. Oh yeah.
Oh my word, that looks so good. All right, we found the elote place. So they were out of like an actual full piece of corn. Let's see how it is.
How is it? Is it weird?
No, it's super good.
Rosie, it's like corn. It has cheese in it.
Rosie, it has lime in it. Cursor disappeared around a corner, and this is where I found him. I guess he might be making one more stop. Are you getting a taco?
I'm getting a drink. I'm dying at this.
Just water?
No, limonada.
I just want to say thanks for watching. To those of you who do, we had a ton of fun doing this.
We definitely won't do this again because I am too full to function. That's just Emma.
We're gonna go home, get some sleep, and we'll see you later. Thanks for watching.